Listen, we live with the beasts, okay? We know what we're talking about here when it comes to Giuliani.
But Bloomberg has not announced that he's running.
No. Not yet.
Do you think he will?
I think he has enough money. He doesn't even need $1. He is so loaded. He can do the whole thing himself if he wants to.
But I think he wants. I mean, I'm going to guess that he wants to.
I would love it because a person who has that much money is not beholden to any of these groups that contribute.
And he works for $1. That's right. That's his salary as mayor, $1. That would get my vote right there. Honestly, very impressive.
What happened is that Giuliani post 9/11 appeared to be very heroic, but now they're saying that he was not that efficient in helping the people who were the recovery
responders,
people, the responders.
Well, also, he was, instrumental in making sure that all of the steel was removed and shipped to Canada right away. Giuliani was shipped to China, right away.
For what purpose?
Well, to get it out of there and to have, all of the stuff, but it was all gone. So there was no, metal to test. There was no.
So he melted it down and recycled?
No, it's the what?
Now Giuliani was involved in the cover-up? Is that what's going on? I just want to check because look, here's what I think is happening, and I think it's kind of sad because we're getting closer and closer to the election. Giuliani seems to be, up until this point, like the front runner, right, for the Republican Party.
Except for his left of center.
All they have at this point, right? I mean, Mitt Romney's coming up a little bit, but he's got his own challenges. I think Giuliani, at this point, really has been the #1 horse for the Republicans.
Compared to the rest of them, he seems like a genius.
Well,
compared to the rest of them,
all of a sudden, he's not a hero. He's been a hero right up until the election.
Well, because now, how many years later, there's 40,000 people dying of 911-related illness. Those workers who went down there, 40,000. One guy in Nanuet, right where I live, just died in his home.
Yes.
He was younger than me, went down there every day for 2 months looking for his brother firefighters. The guy died of lung cancer. These people are dying at an unprecedented rate, and they knew that the air there was toxic.
Well, let me read you what it says here. According to documents that they now said, that while the city had a safety plan for workers, it never meaningfully enforced federal requirements that those at the site wear respirators. They didn't enforce that particular rule. And a lot of these guys, and I guess women too, were annoyed with them when they put them on because they interfered with their job.
No, those were not respirators. Those were Home Depot masks that they want you to wear when you're spray painting. The respirators they need was to prevent the carcinogens from getting in their lungs, which is now killing them. But you understand, 3,000 people died that day. 40,000 are dying of 911 disease.
And we should be the first to respond to them. Without a doubt, our government should be taking care of those people.
But we're not even saying that there is a 911 disease.
Because there's no provision made for anybody.
Well, there's Mount Sinai is doing this incredible research, and Scientologists, believe it or not, are doing a detoxification program for firemen.
Supposedly it's working.
Yes, but
that's what Tom Cruise was in town the other week for.
70% of recovery workers at Mount Sinai Hospital have breathing problems. 70%.
That's astounding.
So
and,
it's very bad.
But to say is Giuliani to blame for that? I mean,
he was in charge.
It was to take 30 months to clean up after 9/11. It ended up taking 9. I mean, if you look back on it at the time, people were applauding the fast action and how rapid
he was too fast.
He took incredible action to make things better at the time.
It was the biggest crime scene ever in the history of the world, right? And all the evidence was cleaned up and sent away.
We had no plan in New York City. Everybody rushed down there. You had to be able to anticipate this.
Listen, after 1993, they said, remember we had a bomb there?
Yes.
And we caught the guys, and we all said, oh, how incompetent and stupid they are. P.S., they were planning the next attack. Everybody told Giuliani,
and who was the president then?
Well, we're talking about the city right now. So everybody told...
Part of the United States, the city.
Bill Clinton, you're right. He was the president.
Bill Clinton was the president.
Okay, keep going. He could have just said that.
He
Bill
has
Clinton.
problems, too. I'm not saying he was perfect at all. But according to what I've been reading, they told Giuliani to take the command control center out of the World Trade Center because it's a target. Maybe they'll try again. Everybody told him to do that. He did not listen. He kept it in the World Trade Center. So when they attacked the World Trade Center, the command control center went up with it.
And now, do you know, Joy, just so you know, Joy, wait a minute.
It's in Brooklyn, right?
Wait a minute. The command control center was in World Trade Center 7. Not in 1 or 2. It was in the building that mysteriously collapsed at 5:30 p.m.
Well, it shouldn't have been.
It was not in Tower 1 that got hit by a plane. It was not in Tower 2 got that hit by a plane. It was in Tower 7 that got hit by nothing. 47 floors and dropped at 5:30 into itself.
There was also internal fire in that building, which can melt steel, which was holding up that building.
No way, Elizabeth.
It can weaken it. I mean,
that's
if you ask physicists alone, the force by nature, volcanic force alone, could have taken that building down. but that is an entire different discussion.
2,700 degrees melt steel.
And how much does it take to weaken it? I think it's 270.
270 degrees.
I'll check.
Yeah. Well, if you watch all the documentaries,
when steel is weakened, it doesn't have to be completely melted.
Did you know that there were 3 pools of molten steel? There was 1 pool underneath World Trade Center 1.
I've read all the conspiracy theories on this. I know that that's what they're saying.
So you label it a conspiracy. I'm just telling you there was a fact. There's a fact that there was molten steel under those 3 buildings.
And it is also a fact that the volcanic pressure alone could take that building down. And that
the volcanic pressure of what volcano?
The pressure of the other 2 buildings coming down. I'm saying the bomb.
Wait, the bomb? You're saying the plane.
The plane.
Right.
The force of the other 2 buildings coming down could alone take that building down.
Do you know how fast it took those towers to fall?
I don't have the exact
9
time
seconds.
on
Do you know how fast it would have taken something to free fall with no resistance from the top of that building? 9 seconds. It's physically impossible.
I think there are so many theories on this, Roe.
Why don't we
should have 2 experts on either side on this debating.
Experts on this show to just discuss that for 5 minutes. The way we talk about some other things on this show.
All right.
Get this settled.
I'd like mine from Popular Mechanics.
To her story about sex in the park.
Yes, let's move on.
Sex in the park.
We really need somebody to tell us the truth about this.
There's different It would be a good thing to talk about, but people don't want to talk about it. Everyone
5
gets.
minutes they could listen.
All right, then we'll take a break and come back with somebody's sex life or a celebrity. Don't go away.
McDonald's is throwing us a party. They're even putting us on glasses.
What? Putting glasses on me? I don't need no glasses. My eyesight is perfect. 20/20.
Donkey, they're putting us on the...
I see what's happening here, Shrek. Pussy's got you thinking my eyesight is not as good as his. Just because I lost that chess game to the mice. Because I accidentally sat on Jimji.
Only McDonald's is celebrating DreamWorks Shrek the Third with collectible glasses featuring all your favorite characters.
Oh, why can't they put us on glasses instead of in glasses? You know I'm not going to fit in a glass.
Scalpel, laser. Imagine becoming your own eye specialist. If drastic measures aren't for you, there's new Regenerist Eye Dermapod. It resurfaces, helps fill in lines, and decongests puffiness. So get results without ever leaving home.
Imagine knowing you're pregnant the moment it happens. Science is getting close. They found a hormone variant that better predicts early pregnancy. First Response detects it. It tells you 5 days before your missed period. First Response, discovering ways to tell you first.
Maybe I could add no.
Even one of the Spice Girls can't think of a single spice to add to the perfectly seasoned sweet and savory taste of Prego sauce. It's in there.
Nope.
Wherever families need unbeatable sun protection, Coppertone's there. New Coppertone Ultra Guard. It blocks UVA and UVB, the aging and burning rays, with a clear, no-rub spray. Coppertone. Great summers are worth protecting.
Comfort Soft waistband. Wrapped in soft cotton and tagless, it can make every move this comfortable. The Hanes Comfort Soft waistband, our most comfortable underwear ever.
Some of us need help falling asleep. Even more of us need help staying asleep. But a good night's sleep doesn't have to be an on-off thing anymore. Only Ambien CR has 2 layers to help you with both problems. The first dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep fast. Plus, unlike other sleep aids, there's a second layer. It dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. Ambien CR is a treatment option you and your prescriber can consider along with lifestyle changes and can be taken for as long as your prescriber recommends. Until you know how ambient CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Be sure you're able to devote 7 to 8 hours to sleep before being active again. Somnambulism with amnesia for the event and rare cases of severe allergic reactions have been reported. If you experience these events, contact your prescriber immediately. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. It's non-narcotic. However, like most sleep aids, it has some risk of dependency. Don't take it with alcohol. Ask your prescriber.